Live from the Key TV studio to your TV and on the web, it's Homework Hotline. Go to homeworkhotline.tv to ask your math or science questions.
Welcome to Homework Hotline. My name is Pam Halstead and I taught science at Fortuna High School.
My name is Amy Taylor and I teach 7th and, or mostly actually 8th grade math now at Sunny Brae Middle School in Arcata.
Yay, we're so glad that you guys have joined us, but you're joining us in a different way.
Yes.
Because of the impeachment inquiry proceedings that are happening right now. So if you turn to Key TV.
We're not on,
yeah.
But we're streaming on YouTube at homeworkhotline.tv, and that's where you can write to us questions about math and science, and we'd love to answer them.
Yes. So please do. And good luck to everyone in the inquiry, because it's there's a lot going on there.
Yes, but you can still watch us on YouTube.
Of course you can, so please do, please do.
Tune in.
Yes, and look at the lovely decorations that Amy brought. They are related to the season.
Yes, and Thanksgiving next Thursday, where lots of people get to visit family. You know, one of my students is going to like Harry Potter World. It's like a week where people go places.
Oh,
or you're
so
like, you know,
fun.
in Southern California. So
yes.
I know people go places and travel, so be safe in your travels. And also, it's exciting that it's this time of year where people get to see their family or just spend
giant
some time
piles
together.
of leaves that are very cool on the ground.
Besides family.
And some fruit that's now in season is apples are really good.
Glendennis apples cider.
Persimmons
so
are.
Oh,
Do you like
persimmons! I love persimmons.
I love persimmons. Well, good for you, because there's not a lot of people. They're very soft, but they're sweet and delicious.
Yeah, they are.
Really
if
good.
you've never tried one, they're really good.
And pomegranates.
Oh, this time of year too.
Yes, and
Yay.
figs. I don't know. My fig tree doesn't do very well here, but I had another. When I lived in another place, my fig trees were delicious and really, it was really tasty. So
yes, enjoy the fall fruit and cider and things like that.
Yeah, squash. Squash is really good
yes.
right now.
We have the fall squash and the winter squash. It's kind of all the squashes right now.
Yeah, you can even eat pumpkin, although most people buy it in a can to make the pies. Yeah. It's delicious. It's a delicious time.
Yeah, it's a fun time of year. The leaves, the colors of the leaves, the yellows and the oranges. It's just such a cool time of year.
It is. We like it. Well, our topic today is something related to what's in the Earth's crust and in the crust of rocky planets all over the solar system. So the rocky planets are Mercury and Venus and Earth and Mars, and they all have rocks. Rocks.
Yes.
So rocks make up the crust. And I brought in some rocks that we're going to be taking a look at today.
Does that have to do with them being closer to the sun?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Because I'm like, you just listed the first 4.
I know. There was an amazing show over this summer on space, and it was on this channel. It was Nova, and it was all like Summer in Space or something like that. And it talked about all the planets. It was fantastic.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, and that very thing was true. It's because of the proximity to the sun, how close to the sun, that we're all rocky.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those things that happens, but one of those things that happens. I mean, who knew that we'd be here on this planet at this time? And you know, it's pretty amazing. So anyway, rocks are important because otherwise we wouldn't be standing here. We'd be swimming or, I don't know, something else.
Yes, exactly, something else.
Unfortunately, they're not. They get hot. So they can if they go under towards the center of the Earth, or I mean deep towards the core. But then they cool down, and that's when they harden and make these rocks that we're looking at here.
So cool.
Yes. So
can you see the rocks?
You can.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if we take a look at the rocks that are on the table, because we have a camera that's overhead, which is very cool, that allows you to check the rocks out. We could hold them up. Yes.
Rocks.
All right. So there are piles here, Amy. There are 3 piles, and I will show you which the piles are. Here's pile 1. Here's pile 2, and here's pile 3. Okay. So the first pile is going to be the rocks that are formed from intense heat, and then they cool. Can you figure out?
Isn't it kind of like at like in Hawaii?
Yes.
It's more porous.
Hey, good for you.
I don't know what it's called though.
Yeah.
I don't know the generic form.
No, that's okay. I actually have to look at this as well, because well, I know it's lava. These 2 rocks right here are lava, but there's different kinds. There's one that's sort of fracture-y looking, And that one that you're holding is ropey on this side. It's kind of ropey.
Yeah.
That's called pahoehoe.
Oh, nice.
It's a kind of lava that forms like this. I have a friend, we do have a friend, my husband and I, who lives on the island of Hawaii, the big island.
Nice.
And Mount Kilauea is where you'd find rocks like this. So they
this
come out.
Seems like there's more holes in this one.
Yeah, this
maybe.
one's sharper and maybe more holes as well. But this, so that's the smooth one, and that's sort of the sharp one. So lava, so all the rocks that form on the surface are rocks that cooled quickly, and so most of them don't have crystals in them. So from these rocks here, let's separate them into, I'll move these.
Okay.
Separate them into extrusive and intrusive. Extrusive means you were formed outside, like came out like lava. Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, don't worry. It's all right.
There we
We're
go.
just trying
I'll just
this
kind of
out.
do medium.
See in there? Sweet. Okay.
Wait, this one feels like that. Okay.
All right. So you're saying, tell me what you're telling me.
So
what your
these are
reasoning is.
deeper. They're kind of denser. There's no holes. This is dense too, but just tell it. I forget what this is called. But anyway, I feel like that might be more middle.
Yeah.
And then these are lighter.
Yes.
And more porous, so
Yes.
surface. But
Good.
I don't know.
You got these guys right because they have crystals, and this one, it can form on the surfacey, but it can form underneath as well. That's called
both.
basalt.
Okay.
That's called basalt, and there's another rock.
Science
We
question.
do have a science question.
Oh.
Awesome.
Go ahead.
Metabolism is the same as a chemical reaction, or is it different? That's a good question. Metabolism, that's a pretty important process. Thanks for asking the question. Ngok, thank you so much. Metabolism is a chemical reaction. So it is a chemical reaction, but there are many different chemical reactions. So it is the same as a particular chemical reaction, which is the one where you break food down and release energy, and that allows you to basically function as a creature, whether you're a plant or an animal or a fungus. So metabolism is the breakdown of food, and it is a chemical reaction. So saying it's the only one is wrong, but saying it is a chemical reaction, it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Asking that question.
Yes.
It's called decomposition specifically. That's that kind of chemical reaction, which is taking something that's whole, like your food, and then breaking it down into smaller parts. Yes. Yeah, great question. Thanks for asking.
And as we get older, our metabolism slows down.
Yes, it
right?
does.
So that's
So
something.
as an older person, let me tell you, I'm familiar with this. You can't, as an older person, so you eat a lot usually as a younger person. I mean, you can because you have a lot of energy, et cetera.
You're moving around.
But if you ate that same amount as an older person, you would gain weight, basically,
because it's slow. That chemical reaction slows down.
Slows down.
Okay.
Thank you too, Ngok. That was a very good question. Yeah, so you got to kind of cut back a little bit. And plus, when you're a kid, just think how much candy you ate. A lot more candy. I don't know. Maybe some kids don't, but I did. I love candy. It was delicious. And now I don't eat as much.
Yeah, it's just kind of different tastes because your metabolism slows down, and so you're not probably craving things. You're not. As,
You aren't.
You're probably when you're little, you're moving around a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're not moving around as much. And you do eat too much candy, it can lead to bad things like diabetes and stuff like that. So it's better to
throw your candy away from Halloween if you still have some.
right. Or give it to someone else so they
that's
can
true.
eat it.
Yeah, don't throw it away.
And
Yeah,
if
give
you
it to
do
someone
need
else.
sugar, getting it from a fruit is better than getting it from a natural source.
Yes.
I mean, we can have some candy. I have chocolate every day. So dark chocolate is
It's good for you in
supposed to be
small
good
amounts.
For you. Yeah, small amounts. That's right. So I have a candy bar and I just break a little piece of it off. I'm not eating the whole one. Yeah, a whole candy bar. Yeah, it's delicious though.
So, okay.
Yeah, back to these.
So these go in, these are deep.
These are deep, and yes, because it.
Because of the crystals, you said?
Yeah. So, right, intrusive means it went down deep, and that's the cooling. So these cool quickly. These guys cool quickly. This is obsidian, by the way.
I knew my brain
so
was
this
like,
really cool. This is what the Native Americans used to make arrowheads.
Yeah. I love obsidian.
It's so beautiful. There is a place in Modoc County called Glass Mountain, and I've been to it before, and it's literally just piles of this.
Oh,
piles
beautiful.
of it. It is so beautiful, and it has a certain kind of fracture when it breaks. It's called like a shell. It's called conchoidal. So it breaks in this sort of pattern.
Is that surface then?
It's
Cooling?
like-
No, I mean.
Yeah, these cool on the surface.
Even though it doesn't seem as porous as these three.
No, it is not.
Okay.
It's very thick, but it just has different chemicals.
Okay.
It's made of. But this one is pretty cool because
Yes.
that one will float.
Whoa, that is super
So
light.
if you stick that in my, there you go. You guys can show that. We have a rock that floats right here. There it is, the floating rock. This is called pumice.
Oh yeah, pumice.
Yeah. Pumice is neat, and that near Glass Mountain, there's a whole ton of this as well. So if you want to get these rocks, you can go there.
My mom taught second grade for like 30 years. When I was little, I learned everything, and I've just sort of forgot it over
No, of course
time.
you did. That's totally
But
normal.
everything's coming back as I hear it.
Which is neat. Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, so this just has a lot of gas bubbles, or bubbles form when the gas.
All
comes
these
out of
other
it.
rocks will sink.
Yes, they will. And so, this actually, strangely, so this is basalt. Feel how
Yes.
heavy that is. That's a heavy
Yes,
rock.
that's heavy.
So the ocean crust is mainly made of basalt, and
Oh, okay.
specifically this kind of basalt, which that doesn't look the same
No,
at
they
all,
look
does it?
different.
No, but this is a I don't know. They said in this group here that it's metamorphic, but it's not. This thing is look at it. There's lines in it.
Ooh, so maybe
it
just
might be metamorphic.
like
Metamorphic
okay.
is deeper.
Yeah.
So the thing about igneous is the form from heat. A lot of
Yes.
heat, and that's it. Heat, so it comes up or it's underneath the ground. These crystals form when there's enough time for them to grow. But this lines here, these striations, are formed when there's enough heat and pressure over time.
And condenses it down.
Yeah, condenses it down. So this is gabbro, and this is related to that. Like basalt becomes gabbro, or it's a special kind of gabbro. Yes, and then granite. Granite is a
People do tabletops.
people do
or
tabletops
or
with granite.
countertops.
Countertops,
Yeah.
that's right, with granite. It's a great rock, very useful, and there's
Really
a lot of
beautiful
it inland.
how
It is
sparkly
beautiful.
they
It's very
are.
sparkly. The sparkly is mica.
Oh.
They just had something on television about mica. It was on NBC News, and it was about little kids in Madagascar who have to sit in these mines and pound them to get the mica. It was very sad. It was an awful show, but it makes you realize because it's in computers, it's in all kinds of technological
Is it
stuff.
the black
mica.
part or the
It's the black
sparkly?
part.
Oh.
Sparkly black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's a very valuable mineral. So these are rocks, but rocks are made of minerals. So
in this, what are the deep ones called? You said igneous.
yeah, this one is, these are both igneous, but this is
Okay.
extrusive and this is intrusive.
Intrusive,
Yeah,
okay.
so on the surface and not on the surface. So here's
Iron pyrite.
iron pyrite, yeah. So it
fool's
looks
gold.
like gold, but it is not. It is iron sulfide, and it is heavy. Kind of, but it's not as
Super
heavy,
heavy.
as gold. So if you had a piece of gold and you had the same size piece
It would
of
be
iron
heavier?
pyrite,
Oh,
the
interesting.
gold would be heavier than the iron pyrite.
And
yeah.
didn't back in the day people find this and they think they
Yes,
had gold?
get all excited, very excited. True. So that is a mineral. That is a
Okay.
mineral that can be found in other rocks.
Nice.
But it's this is also known as a rock.
Yes.
So it's just kind of all, it doesn't, it's not neat and easy and tidy to,
This one's cool.
It is cool.
Are these sedimentary?
Yes, over here. Now I'll move these here. I'll move these away. There we go. We looked at igneous. Okay, so here are our rocks that are sedimentary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are just minerals. So, all right. So yes,
Whoa,
isn't that
is
amazing?
so cool. That could be a countertop.
It's beautiful. I
That
can't
is
even
so
imagine.
cool.
The thing is, though, you'd have to be really careful about, because look at the fossils in this. If we put it over here more, maybe. There we go. The fossils are very cool with the shells. They're shells.
Yeah, it's
So
beautiful.
this is limestone, though.
Okay.
So if you were to drop
Ooh,
vinegar
yeah,
on it,
oh
it
gosh.
would
No, you don't
start
wanna use
dissolving
this.
your table.
No.
Unless you coated it with some kind of
Because
coating.
liming is what they do. So like if in the Great Lakes when there was more pollution, they
Yes.
would put the liming in. I did my science fair project in
Oh,
sixth
yeah,
grade.
nice.
About just that not over liming. Because if you have you want to make that pH be 7, right?
Yes,
But you can
neutral.
over lime.
Right.
Or you want to lime the right amount. 'Cause
Yeah, this
lime
is-
is an alkaline.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
This is calcium carbonate, and so this is another.
That's cool.
This is limestone
Oh, look,
also.
you can see it in the screen.
Oh, that's very nice. So this is limestone too, but this limestone has no fossils. That's limestone with fossils.
Oh, and this does not have fossils.
Does not
Oh,
have
that's
any,
cool.
fossils. So you know what I should have brought is some vinegar, but I didn't. So
Oh,
we'll have to do that. Maybe we could do that when we come. In fact, I will. I'll bring it to our next on
Oh, that
Thursday.
feels more like the pumice, but it's
does?
not.
Let me see. What number is it? 3? Okay. Oh, wait. This is 3. Wait, where green? Oh, you are right. This got stuck in the wrong place. It's like pumice. It's called Tuff. Tuff.
So this was with our igneous,
Yes,
right?
it's our extrusive or intrusive.
Extrusive.
Yes, extrusive.
Porous and light.
Cool. It is. Yes.
What's this one?
That one I had to look up because to me it looks like chert. Are you familiar with chert? It's green or red around here, and the Native Americans used it for arrowheads also.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's not. This is called Jasper.
Oh.
It is a rock that has tiny sediment makes it up, so you can't really see the individual particles. Like if
Okay.
you look at this, those are the particles. You can see them all. I mean, they're all. Well, you can see them because they're shells. So,
Yes.
yeah. But even this, which is sandstone, you can kind of see the particles. If you move it around, you see how it little sparkly things? Tiny,
Oh, yeah, tiny,
like
tiny,
sand.
tiny.
Yeah, tiny particles. And here is conglomerate, and the particles are really easy to see this. These are not crystals. This is like a rock that got glommed together with other rocks.
That's cool.
So this one, so tiny, and there's veins of something in there. I'm not sure what, but it's cemented together with a kind of like quartz. It's called silica. And this is also known as petrified mud,
Oh, okay.
even though the mud is a unique color.
Yes, it's super
red.
cool.
Yeah, it is. So sedimentary rock, the word for igneous was heat.
Okay.
The word for sedimentary rock is pressure.
Oh, pressure.
And water. You have to have water to make sedimentary rock.
Okay.
Because the water breaks the rocks into tiny particles. So any of these rocks on the table could become these rocks.
Oh, okay.
Because as long as the particles are tiny enough and then they land in the water and then they get squished by other rock sediment on top of them, they turn into rocks. Yes.
I have fun like when I go to like Van Dusen at Grizzly Creek in the summer and just like going underwater with my goggles and
yeah.
looking at all the rocks.
It's very
and
neat. And when they're underwater, they look really cool
I
too.
know.
They're shiny.
And sometimes you get the shiny just from like the sun. Different things.
Yeah.
But
That's
some
very
really
cool.
rocks in this area with all the rivers.
Oh yeah.
Um,
And this is not a really great representation of what we have. Serpentine is a rock that we have a whole bunch of, and it's really soft.
What is this?
Oh, that
Quartz
isn't
or
that
something?
pretty?
What is
Yes,
this?
it's quartz.
Oh, okay.
So that's a mineral also. There's a really cool place in South America that's called the Crystal Cave. That's made, not of quartz. It's made of a mineral called selenite, and selenite is made of calcium sulfate. Hydrate, which is also known as gypsum. So that's gypsum, but can you imagine going into that cave?
Look at that.
That's
Look how
crazy.
small the people look.
I know, and there's no stalactites or stalagmites. You know how you go
Yeah,
to Oregon
yeah.
caves like that? Well, these are, gee whiz. Maybe you call those giant things above your head stalactites because they stick tight to the ceiling, and maybe they are, but how neat is that?
That is super
It
cool.
is really cool. You'd have to probably be careful because I'll bet people want to pick off the crystals and
You're like,
take
don't
them with
touch.
them. Yeah, be very careful.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's similar to quartz then, or no?
Well, quartz is you got in your hand there is silicon dioxide, SiO2, which you break it down, it's sand basically.
Oh, okay.
And so the other thing is calcium sulfate, so it's pretty different. Like that's hard, and if you looked at calcium sulfate, that'd be soft. So you could break those crystals in your hand.
Oh, so you have to be super careful.
Yeah.
Where this is hard.
Like if you put this underwater, it would not break down.
Yes.
You could.
Oh,
But
with the stuff in
selenite,
those.
yes.
Okay. In the caves.
It would break down. Yeah.
And what's our third type? Do you have a
The
third
third
type?
type of rock, I certainly do. I only have 2 of them. I do have them.
I can put them over.
Are they here? Okay.
All right.
All right. So these 2 rocks, I like this one because it has a
this the
precious,
metamorph?
semi-precious stone in it.
Okay.
Yes, metamorphic. So heat, pressure, heat and pressure, heat and pressure.
Okay.
So any rock can become a metamorphic rock.
Okay.
Like limestone becomes marble. Granite becomes a rock known as schist. In fact, that's what this is right here, schist.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, those are garnets in there.
Oh.
You know, see, tiny little semi-precious stones.
Oh,
Isn't that just
interesting.
amazing?
It almost looks like wood.
It does.
from the side.
It does look like wood, yeah.
It's very sparkly too.
It's a pretty rock. I like it. So that's schist.
Which is a breakdown of what you say?
This one is formed from, actually this is formed from mudstone and shale. I was wrong.
So we don't have
I'm
shale.
looking at it. No, we don't have shale is, we have a lot of that.
Is
though,
that
like
the
in the
stuff that
river
breaks
bar.
apart? Yeah.
Breaks apart, yeah.
The
Made
kids
of
have so
silk.
much fun with it. 'Cause it's like, you're breaking rock.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I'm so strong. Look, watch me. Yeah.
And then it's cool when it breaks apart all the angles and stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
But that's this.
That is that
compressed,
heat and pressure.
which is not breaking apart.
Not breaking apart. Yeah, there was
So
enough heat
cool.
and pressure to actually form, like diamonds form through the same high heat
Okay.
and pressure. Yeah,
Super cool.
it is.
And what's this?
And that
then?
one is called Gneiss, only it's spelled Gneiss. Gneiss. Probably German word,
that
I
makes
would
sense.
imagine. So this is from, I think I just messed up on my, no, Gneiss is from granite. This is from granite. Now you can see how it is from granite though. Here, you take it. See that? See the crystals?
So this is with heat and pressure, boom,
Yes, boom.
it becomes that.
Yes, it becomes that. Which
I wonder if it has more stuff mixed in then once you have
It
all
might,
that pressure.
because
you know what I mean? 'Cause
granite
over
might be next to
time-
another kind of rock,
Yeah.
but the heat and pressure also causes these minerals, feldspar, mica, and I can't think of the other one that's in granite, but quartz maybe. It may be that light color. It causes them to kind of glom all together and turn into
Okay.
different. So different minerals are actually made.
So this is here. This is from heat, pressure,
Yes.
and this was heat and pressure.
Yes.
So this just took the heat and put pressure on it to make it that.
Yes, that's it. Yep,
Yeah.
you got it.
cool.
It is. And the rocks are amazing. Oh, I have a cool thing to do next if we have
Okay,
anything.
we're
Okay, cool.
good.
Here's our thing. All right. So now here's what you're gonna do.
Okay.
You're gonna tell me
Whoa.
which of these things come from rocks. Which come from rocks?
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
All right. All right. good
Are we
luck.
using this too?
No, we're not. Okay, we don't
Okay.
use that. What is that? Yeah, that's. I don't know what's that.
It says amber.
Oh yeah, the amber, like liquid amber. Okay. So
There's
you
like
tell me
a-
what you think.
There's a magnet, there's a
Okay, cool.
paintbrush, a pencil,
Yes.
some paper clips,
Toothpaste.
chalk,
Chalk.
chapstick,
That's a sponge.
sponge, shell,
Yes, there's a
car,
Hot Wheels.
chalk, shell,
Okay.
crayon, and
Okay,
pennies.
all right, so you come up with something that you think came
Pennies?
from it. Yep, pennies, because pennies are made from copper and zinc, and they come from rocks.
Can shells come from rocks? Are they their
No,
own kind?
but they could become rocks.
Yeah,
they could
so they
become
could
rocks.
squish into rocks.
They could
Chalk?
They could squish into rocks. Chalk is a type of rock. Chalk in itself, like talc.
sponge?
No,
Okay.
not because
Toothpaste?
yeah, some ingredients in toothpaste are toothpaste silica, calcium carbonate, calcium phosphate in the toothpaste.
The stuff in the pencil?
Graphite.
Granite? Graphite.
Graphite, yeah.
I said granite,
That's
'cause
it.
we're
and
doing granite.
bingo, that is a mineral.
Graphite. Maybe something, maybe the toothbrush? No?
Not the toothbrush
I mean,
part,
the
but what
hairs.
is this made of?
Oh, the metal
Yes,
that makes up the,
the metal.
Not toothbrush, sorry,
Bingo.
paintbrush. The
Yes.
metal that makes up the
The metal that makes up the
paintbrush.
paintbrush.
The-
Correct.
The metal that makes up the can?
Yes, aluminum comes from bauxite, which is an ore, which is the rock that you find that in.
The paper clips?
The paper clip is made of iron, and not just iron, but steel. And steel comes from hematite and magnetite. Those are ores of iron.
What about the car? Because it has metal.
Definitely metal and steel, or
Magnet?
iron. Magnet. It can come from magnetite, which is a rock, or you can actually make it, but this looks like a natural one. You can make it by just taking a piece of iron and putting it in a magnetic current.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
That's
you can
cool.
make them.
Do we do everything?
I think,
I don't know about, I don't think chapstick
I don't think
or
chapstick
crayon.
or crayon, no.
No.
I think we
we're out.
got it.
I
And
think,
what about the pipe?
oh, yes.
Yes.
Pie plate.
Yes.
Now the sponge, I guess not. I don't know. I think it wouldn't be raw.
I think it's made out of like some petroleum product, or if it
Okay.
was a natural sponge, it'd be an animal. You know, the skeleton of an
okay.
animal
Oh, yeah,
from
yeah,
the
the
ocean.
sponge, like
Yeah.
an actual like
But to
sponge.
clean your house, you would not want to. I mean, clean your house, to clean your dishes, you would not
Yeah.
want to use one of those sponges. It would be so good. It'd be sort of a waste of the animal.
Oh, gosh.
You know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
So all coins are from rocks or just pennies?
All coins made of metal, and I
Okay.
can't think of a coin that isn't
Yeah.
made of metal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, thanks for tuning in,
Yeah.
and thank you, Ingok, for your
Yes.
question. And
I'll bet there'll be more inquiry hearings, or impeachment inquiry hearings on Thursday.
So make sure just tune in on YouTube. We're always on YouTube.
Yes,
So if you
we're
don't see
always
us on
on
Channel
YouTube.
13 and that's how you're watching us, then
Yeah.
go to YouTube because we will always be on YouTube.
We will.
So.
And we're excited that you guys tuned in. And
Yes,
on Thursday, we're going to be talking about fossils, specifically
Yay,
fossils.
which are like
which are very
rocks.
cool. Yes. Yeah, that's right.
That's exciting.
It is.
And on Thursday, the Henderson Center Holiday Night is on Thursday
Oh,
night. Yeah,
nice.
that's always fun.
Take
so
your
I'll be going
family.
to that on Thursday after
Very
this.
fun. It's all kinds of good things to eat.
Yeah, and think of questions to ask us on Thursday because we'll type them in and we'd love to answer them.
Yes.
Thanks so much.
Yeah,
Have a
thanks
nice
a lot.
evening.
Really appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye-bye.